Indian state lawmaker Tako Dabai on record saying, "We suspect the sudden drying up of the Siang, the Brahmaputra, could be a result of China either diverting the river water on their side or due to some artificial blockades somewhere in the upper reaches." To protect its own interests, in addition to putting pressure on Beijing, India has begun considering a plan to build a 10 gigawatts hydropower project in a remote eastern state, following the news report suggesting that China could construct even more dams on a section of the Brahmaputra River. The primary motivator for this is that Indian authorities are concerned that the Chinese projects could trigger flash floods or create water scarcity. And therefore, as a countermeasure, they have floated the idea to build the dam, which could help avoid any possibility of a drought in the region. Basically, it helps in aiding their cause and does not leave them entirely at the mercy of China's kindness. The reality of the matter is that China's continued actions will have devastating effects on India and Bangladesh. All those actions happening upstream of the river will no doubt cripple the things that are happening downstream. If China keeps ignoring India's pleas and warnings, what will happen is the same thing that has always happened between the two nations when it comes to border control: military conflict. Neither India nor China is a pushover, and any military conflict can easily have grave consequences. Whether the Brahmaputra will be the spark for war between the two nations is yet to be seen. But in the interest of peace, it is the hope of this journalist that matters don't devolve into that. As I mentioned earlier, war topics are not treated kindly by the YouTube algorithm. In fact, some of my previous videos were demonetized, so let's hope this one doesn't meet the same fate. And that's why I launched a Patreon where you guys can support the videos. Please check it out by clicking the link in the description.
Oh, ini saging. Ito sakit akong balakang yun. Huh?
Sa'yo kita ni Simba?
Kuha mo, Mimi, mo ihaw mo niya?
Kuha ni manang kay. Abot lang sila no. Barato rin isa eh.
Wagod, mapapukad ka, mahal god.
Ay lagi ihaw-ihaw man ng bahalang isda nang sulti lang sa tinuod kay ato ka bang apet naging mahala na ang usa nang 200 kape na ang isang pirasong dako.
Gani.
Nay isda ugwa.
Oh,
Anak tayo.
Really?
Why is China, one of the world's most powerful and influential countries, failing to meet its potential? Is it due to a lack of resources or a poor understanding of modern economics?
The world economy might sink into recession, so that means China's export markets
Tawag sa opisina.
Could it be something else entirely that is preventing China from reaching its fullest potential? In this video, we will tell you about the major economic as well as social crises faced by China at present time.
Cracks in China's economy are getting harder for Beijing to ignore as a crumbling real estate market and fallout from China's zero-COVID strategy start to hit where it hurts. Signs of a policy change have some saying this could be a turning point, but will it be enough to stop the downward slide of the world's second-largest economy?
maybe? Nang gabi?
Oh.
Before digging into the factors affecting China's success, we should do a quick review of China's economy from its emergence till this date. A republic in East Asia, China is bordered by the South China Sea, Korea Bay, and the East China Sea. There are 14 sovereign states that are surrounding nations. China has a variety of landscapes, primarily consisting of mountains, with deserts in the west and plains in the east. Principal rivers, along with the Yangtze and Huanghe, flow from west to east. The president serves as both the head of state and head of government in the communist system of government. China's centrally planned economy was replaced with a market-based economy in the 1970s. China is a participant in both the Asia-Pacific Trade Agreement and the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. Since 1978, when China started to open up and reform its economy, the GDP has grown by an average of nearly 9% annually, and more than 800 million people have been pulled out of poverty. Over the same time span, access to health, education, and other services have also significantly improved. The world's second largest economy is that of China, after only that of the United States. China has seen 3 decades of phenomenal growth, but it is now entering a phase of slower growth as a natural byproduct of its transformation from a developing economy to a more advanced developed one. China's annual GDP growth throughout the 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s frequently topped 10%. In 2019, that growth was predicted to be 6.3%, but given the effects of the US-China trade war, it is likely to be closer to 6%. Real estate business. But what are the factors that are stopping China from reaching its full potential? One of the major crises is the fall of real estate, which not only leads to bank corruption, but also the fall of the bond market too, ultimately resulting in the fall of China's economic business. This increased risk aversion is best illustrated by the chaos in the Chinese real estate market. The asset that profited the most from China's explosive credit growth over the past 10 years was real estate. A cycle of growing property values, increased building activity, rising land prices and land revenue for local governments, stronger economic growth, and then more credit growth to the sector and even higher property and land prices was fueled by rapid credit expansion. Due to the widely held view that local governments were dependent on the market and rising land values and hence could never allow it to fail, the property was the asset bubble that did not burst for 20 years. But ultimately, shifts in credit circumstances were responsible for the ups and downs of China's real estate industry. Chinese authorities sought to curb the property industry's growth during the period of fast credit expansion, but were unsuccessful, and they will have little success doing so now that the sector is experiencing a severe credit constraint. The only surprise has been why, even when the shadow banking system shrank, the credit-dependent sector continued to grow quickly from 2017 to 2020. Property developers replaced informal finance from the shadow banking system with credit directly from purchasers in the form of pre-construction housing sales commencing in 2017 to buy themselves a few more years of expansion. Property sales are currently at an all-time low for developers, and the decline is too significant to be entirely compensated by fiscal or credit policy. Developers' total annual residential property sales revenue reached a peak of 18 trillion yuan, that's $2.7 trillion in June 2021, but has since declined to just 13.2 trillion yuan in the past year, a loss of 4.8 trillion yuan, or around 4.5% of GDP. As more home buyers threaten to stop making their mortgage payments due to the credit crunch, fewer people are now interested in purchasing homes that are still under construction. Only pre-construction home sales are falling this year, with completed home sales remaining steady. Local vehicle finances, local government budgets are the most affected by the property sector's turmoil. Localities have been impacted by the decline in land sales to struggling developers, which have reduced by 48% by surface and 32% in terms of revenue growth so far this year, according to Ministry of Finance figures. Several of the main borrowers from the shadow banking system were local government finance vehicles, LGFVs, and several communities have already been harmed by the deleveraging campaign's effects on unofficial funding. Chinese provinces have also been affected differently, with the northeastern and western regions being severely hit by credit contractions. State-owned businesses held by the local government have previously periodically defaulted on their corporate bonds, and investors have begun to evaluate the credit risks of numerous corporate bonds based on the local government's financial health. An onshore local government financing vehicle bond default is the one Rubicon that hasn't yet been crossed, due to the fact that there aren't many alternative safe assets in China's bond market that are still providing competitive rates. They are still regarded as implicitly guaranteed by the majority of investors and have actually been fiercely bid in recent months. However, a bond default by LGFVs is inevitable given the financial hardship experienced by local governments and the diminishing earnings from land sales. Effect of climate change. The
Sino
effects of
nagbantay sa
extreme
inyo?
weather are beginning to linger on China's long-term prosperity and businesses.
Mama
A
ni
World
Mian.
Bank Group assessment
Mama
released
ni
on
Mian?
October 12th claims that the nation is in a
Ano
good
dyan yung mama
position
ni
to
Mian?
accomplish its development goals, adhere to its
Yung
climate
lola mo.
pledges, and make the transition to a greener
Sa
economy.
bagay, di naman siya pwede
Low-lying coastal
magtrabaho
cities
eh.
in China, which are
Susunduhan
home
din
to
niya
an
ni mama
estimated
mo.
1/5 of the country's population and generate a third of its GDP, are at risk from the effects of climate change due to their high population density and economic importance. A strong heat wave and subsequent drought in August
Na kailangan
completely
manahi
destroyed the
sumian.
southwest province of
Ay,
Sichuan
nabasahan.
and the central belt city of Chongqing. The
Laki
demand
na
for
yung
air
sildo.
conditioning rose in a place where hydropower is almost the sole source of electricity, finally overloading the electrical grid. Several factories, including renowned ones like Tesla and iPhone maker Foxconn, were forced to cut back on
Buti
their
wala
operating
nagagay
hours
si
or
Jaira.
shut down totally. China Statistics Bureau reported in August that revenues in the iron and steel industry alone have dropped by more than
Buti wala
80%
nang pilay si
compared to the
Jaira.
same period in 2021. Beijing ultimately provided tens of billions of yuan in subsidies to farmers and energy companies.
Babae.
Global
Babae.
climate targets
Yung
cannot be
bago,
met without China
lalaki yun
making
eh.
a
Lalaki
successful
yung bago.
transition
Ah, Jay
to a
na
low-carbon
yung,
economy.
Yung babae.
China produces
Pangalawa.
1/3 of the world's greenhouse gases and 27% of the world's carbon
Kaya nga
dioxide.
yung
To
pangatlo,
improve energy
lalaki, di ba?
efficiency and resource
Bagong panganak,
productivity during
lalaki.
this transition, a significant shift in resources, creativity,
si Jerry,
and new
iba naman yun
technologies will be needed. Job
Hindi naman
crises.
magkapatid,
The job crisis faced by the
yung sa
nationals
nanay.
of the country is one of the
Bay
major
tatay.
reasons for the fall of China. In the most recent quarter, Tencent and Alibaba both announced their first decline in sales. Tencent's profits plummeted by 50%, while Alibaba's net income dropped by 50%. Tens of thousands of young workers have lost their jobs, adding to the unemployment rate among all those between the ages of 16 and 24. Long term, this might be detrimental to China's productivity and growth. Investors have seen a change in Beijing as well. As Mr. Xi holds on, power tightens, some of China's most prosperous private enterprises are now subject to more scrutiny. Foreign investors are also putting their money away from the market as state-owned businesses seem to be gaining popularity. During the same time that Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway is selling its investment in electric vehicle manufacturer BYD, Japan's SoftBank withdrew a sizable sum of money from Alibaba.
Lihatdan po may
Investment in Tencent have lost more than $7 billion just in the second half of this year.
Pansit o
Additionally,
spaghetti.
the US is
Isama.
already taking tough
Ay,
measures
kaya pala
against
may
Chinese
pansit
firms
dyan.
that are
Isama.
listed on its stock
Ay,
exchange.
Isama.
S&P
Di pala
Global
ni
Ratings
ano.
Dalaga
recently
man to.
stated in a report
Ay, yun dyan,
that
oh.
certain investment
Anak ni,
decisions
ano,
have been postponed
tabi nila.
and some foreign
Mian?
corporations are seeking
Yung
to
nagpahilot?
production in other countries.
Hindi.
Beijing may no
Ah, si
longer be
Kati.
as welcoming to foreign
Anak ni
investors as
Kati.
it once was.
Mimi, hindi nagbigay dito yung kapitbahay nila ni Mian nga
That has
yung may
propelled
bata
China in
nga
recent
nagtrabaho,
decades.
nagtindira
Ultimately,
sa
it is clear that China's current struggles
Balintawak.
are due to a combination of
Magbigay na siya
cultural
ng kamatis.
resistance, political and economic stagnation, and inadequate infrastructure. If these issues
Mahirap
can be
yun eh.
addressed effectively, then there is potential for China to reach its full
Sabi niya,
potential
magbigay na
both
siya kamatis.
domestically and on the global stage. However, this will require major reform efforts and a commitment from China to embrace change and innovation. Only then will it be possible for China to realize its full potential as one of the world's leading
Pogi ka na.
economic powers. That was it, folks. Hope this video was
Pogi na.
in your best interest. And what do you think at the moment can help overcome
Di ba
China
kayo
in
yung
its
nakaraan
ongoing
natin na hinulay?
crises? Let us know in the
Tingnan ba
comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yung sa'yo?
Oo.
Di ata yung chisnat. Di ba gusto mong matingkad?
Hindi masyado.
Bawal.
Bawal ka ba?
Mimi, nakabili ko tuwalya may 70.
Bawal.
Yung halos tuwalya may parto dahil ko kalaki sa akin ay.
Okay,
Sandaan na. Pero pag dinipis,
Ah, okay na. Oh.
mahalok.
Ay, hindi yung maliwanag na
Oh,
kulay.
pwede yung brown lang. Yung parang may pagka-light.
Bagay sa akin.
Oo. Huwag lang yung talagang light na light.
Hindi ka na makaalis lang. Kung ano ka man kaya sa ano. Yung mama mo. Sa medical.
Saan?
Ang problema mo sa medical. Sabi ni mama mo.
Family ko.
Ano doon?
Ay, yung scoliosis ko.
Ano yung scoliosis?
Oo.
Ano yan?
Ano
Sa
yun?
likod yan.
Dito, oh.
Bakbon.
Ah, sa balakang. Sa
Bun.
gitna.
Sa gitna.
Oo, bakit? Na paano?
Pas.
Eh, dati pa yan.
Ha? Parang yung ano lang, pag nakita pag
X-ray?
Ano nakikita doon? Yung buto or
yung
ugat?
buto mo na,
Buto talaga.
Na paano yung buto?
Parang gumanam.
parang ano lang siya.
Umusli.
Oo, ganun.
Musli?
Pero hindi naman
Dili operahanan din.
bawal yun, spinal.
Mahirap din.
O bawal yun. Hindi yan lalaki.
Hindi naman.
Hindi, masakit.
Ha? Hindi. Pag ano lang, malamig siguro.
Pilay siguro yun lang. Baka na
Pila yan dati. Pila yan.
Mas hindi napansin.
sa maliit ka pa siguro na
Dapat pinahilot mo lagi.
Hindi pwede kasi spinal yung pinakagutan.
Ah,
Hindi man pwede.
Dapat yung bata pa yun na ano.
gana. Ano okay na yung sa taas, bawasan pa.
hindi mo muna sa salamin. Pero okay na yan, Mimi. Lugi na siya.
Ano to? Pwede. Ano to? Doping.
Bakit may pahak? Dito may pahak.
Yung pahak ko
Sa wave niya, sa buhok niya.
Sabi niya kay
Kulot.
ang buhok niya din ha.
Brush up.
Hindi, ang alimpo.
Jujutik ka na yun doon.
Mamayang gabi pa pang
Paggabi ka pala?
6.
Wala sa mama mo, be.
Hapon.
Andun sa Isabela, kasama yung anak ko.
Akala ko
Kasi nag-alaga sa anak mo.
Sa mga taga Isabela kayo?
Hindi. Ako, Biliran.
Laki na nga.
Taga Liki.
Laki na ng
Bisaya.
anak mo.
Hindi.
Laki na.
Ano yung anak mo, babae? Lalaki?
Lalaki.
Lalaki?
Iya ditong mama nagpatina na yun.
Asan na yung
itong
boyfriend mo
mama.
na
Mama
aman
dito,
yung
mama.
bata?
Andiyan pa rin, nag-aaral pa rin.
Ah, nag-aaral ba? Akaram, kayo pa rin.
Ayun yun, ano po.
Ay, ang laki na.
Malaki na, uy. Sus, Jesus, dito.
Ilang taon na yan?
Magtatatlo sa itong March.
Ang bilis naman. Ay, parang
Parang
kailan lang.
kailan lang, di ba?
Naminyo na di ko ga.
Hindi, nandito siya eh.
Yung lalaki, anong ginawa doon ng lalaki? Di siya na, ano sa anak niya?
Hindi, nag-ano pa rin sila.
Kita sila.
Nakita naman sila. Niyapos-yapos niya.
Nabuntis na ka, mga talaga.
Ha? Hindi pa nanganak yung ano niya, yung pinakasama.
Ah, may kinakasama na siya.
Sick boy kasi yun. Daming babae. Pag nakita mo sa cellphone, puro babae.
Yan ang pinag-iwalayan yun.
At least may anak ka na rin. Kahit ano.
Sakit ang ulo yung pag-inyong kasama.
Ay, sus,
Ang
wag na.
daming chicks.
Huwag na.
Di bakla.
Ay, naku.
Ito. Mano rin ng
Pati
mga
bakla pinatulan?
Hindi naman. Yung maraming nagkagusto. Doon nga sa hotel.
Bakit pogi ba yun?
May tsura.
Sakit talaga sa ulo pag magsama kayo. Puro chicks.
Oo.
Ay, naku ko nga ganyan na.
Ito.
Ay, ang laki. Ano parang lagi ng Amerikano?
Umitim nga siya kasi malapit kami sa dagat eh.
Parang Amerikano.
Mana
Oo,
niya.
parang anak ng
Mana man
Amerikano.
niya. Mana niya.
Puting-puting mo na, putiin yung
Mana
bata
mo?
lang.
Ha?
Maputi yung
Puti ba yung tatay nan?
maputi.
Liwat mo ba?
Ay, maputingin nga ulit.
Teka, saan na ba yung picture nun? Yung picture yun siya.
Ganun naman.
Yung picture ako dito. Walang picture yung tatay dito.
Wala ni ari yung mama no.
Ano magkampas yung dalawa?
Ay, ito ba yung tatay? At chicks mo yung nga. Oo, kamukha nga talaga sila.
Parang pinagbiyak pati yung lakad. Nakuha niya te.
Ha? Ayun, Mimi, oh.
Oo, kita ko naman yan.
Matapos.
Bye bye.
Nakita ko naman.
Nagsuporta pa rin siya.
Sama kayo sa baw?
Ay, magkasama kami sa trabaho.
Was a gigantic factory that employs
Nag-aaral
hundreds
kasi
of
siya,
thousands of
office
workers
student,
to construct,
paggabi.
check, and ship the devices out.
Ganun din ang usap ba?
Seems like a dystopian horror story, but the
Anong
truly scary thing
ginawa
is
niya?
that it's real. Almost every iPhone that is currently being used on
Musical?
planet Earth came from a factory in Zhengzhou,
Illegal o
China.
ba rin?
Anong grade na ngayon?
Ano siya, training na malapit. Malapit na
Find
matapos.
out the truth as to why Apple is moving their manufacturing hub out of China.
Sino nagastos sa sarili niya?
A few
Ay,
years
oo
ago,
nga.
at its most efficient
Lalo na kung
iPhone,
kasakay na yan,
Anong
Day.
eskwelahan?
reduced the
Lalo pag nakasakay na yan.
Sa Fatima.
Puro babae yan.
200 million iPhones shipped out.
Hindi sumakit ang ulo yung kinakasama niya.
Which means that
Ayun
Zhengzhou's
po.
facility were manufacturing somewhere around 160 million iPhones annually. This number is
Saan sila nakatira?
problem now is that
Tapos may
manufacturing
malabon.
iPhone City has dramatically
Alam ko yung ano
decreased.
doon.
We'll get into the reasons for that later on, but for right
Sinama
now,
ka rin
let's
doon.
dive into how China
Oo,
became
ano
the
yun
number
eh.
one manufacturer of
Bahay
iPhones
ng
and
China
why
yun.
Apple is in big trouble. We're going to warn you, this is not a happy story. Apple is not moving its
Sis,
manufacturing
boy
out of
nga.
China to make the
Grabe.
world a better
Mukha
place.
lang daan
The
eh.
reasons why are
Saan
pretty
yung
hard
wala?
to swallow.
Ang lalim mo.
Apple technically
Baan,
does not own the
province.
factories that
Ah,
produce its
uwi na.
products.
Ano yun,
Instead,
Ano yun,
they
Bisaya?
contract with other companies to help them
Ilonggo.
manufacture their
Ilonggo
electronics.
na
The
may
main company Apple works
pagbabarat.
with is called Foxconn Technology Group, which is based in Taiwan. This is where things get a little
Hindi ka rin
murky.
nakapagpag-plug ng iba pang
Taiwan is an
boyfriend.
independent nation. However, China desperately wants
Mayroon ka na rin.
bring it back into its borders. There are a few reasons for this, but the main ones have to do with
Bakit
Taiwan's
ayaw mo?
economic power.
Pakita mo sa kanya, kaya mo.
Manufacturing. To suppress Western
Maliit pa
influence in
anak
the
ko eh.
region. China's
Bagay.
desire to show its power.
Focus na lang sa anak, no? Amerikano ka na lang, gang.
Ano na nga lang.
Oo, Amerikano na lang, gang. Yun.
Meron ka na.
Meron na.
Mga negro ang ano, di ba?
Uy, yan ang
Ayaw
karamihan
yung
ng
negro.
ganyan sa beauty mo. Ang ano.
Ayaw yung negro beauty mo,
Yung mga
Amerikano.
maliliit.
Amerikano na lang, gang. Ipalit sa
Huwag ka
kanya.
malikot mo eh.
Tapos ka na sa Pilipino, eh.
What this means is that both Foxconn and
Okay,
Apple
yung
benefit
pinsan
from
ko
regulating
hapon ng
manufacturing
ano.
in China because they
Oh.
can grossly
O
undercut
pwede rin, hapon.
forcing them to work
Iniwan
on
siya ng
Kasi
gawa.
ano rin hapon eh, siya ng parang,
when they can see their
ano
families.
yun,
Graduate na rin.
parang tawag ito.
Reality is that the iPhone
Mapagbigay ba yung hapon? Oo.
was made by workers in
Galante,
China who
yung
are
hapon.
grossly exploited.
Garante. Kaya lang, marami ding asawa yan.
That's using cheap labor working under oppressive conditions to manufacture their products. Pretty much every
Bagay.
major electronics company has a factory in China.
Ah, pareho lang
Next to
yan eh.
nothing for skilled workers, keeps prices reasonably low
Pareho
for
lang din yan sa
consumers,
Pilipino.
profits high for corporations.
Kasi meron
It's
akong
enough to
customer,
manage some material, but this is
kaya lang
the
sa Bulacan o sa ano ba, sa dulo ng
people's lives,
Novaliches.
well-being over profits and
Oo,
consumption.
meron
This is
akong
how things will
customer.
stay.
Customer ko dati dito yan.
Workers in Zhengzhou,
Oo,
China's
pero
factory,
lumipat sila dun kasi
working
nakapag-asawa na siya ng Amerikano.
But over the
Ang
past
iyang anak,
several months,
dalawa.
harsh
Ang
restrictions
nagpaaral ang Amerikano. 65 ang Amerikano. O tapos yung babae, 36 lang.
Yun yung sa babae, kaibigan ko. Matanda na yung nakamasawa niya. Pero,
Yun nga. Yun nga, matanda na lang ano yung gang. O yun, ganyan. Kasi parang naghanap yan sila ng alaga sa kanila eh. Parang ganon.
Comfort na lang.
Oo. Importante na, haahon ka sa hirap, di ba? May mag-ano sa anak mo.
pag nasugi, magkaka-boyfriend ka pa.
Oo, magkakasugi, magka-boyfriend ka pa doon, tapos mayaman, sa'yo pa lahat eh, nakasal ka kagad.
Uy, madagi na dyan sa kung...
Ganun talaga. Petition ka pa agad. Alam mo, napetisyon na yung customer ko. Ano na lang, maglakad na siya sa paper, sa papel. Dalhin na siya sa Kuan, dalhin na siya sa Australia.
Diyan sa may,
Ikot-ikot mo dong. Tingnan mo dong, oh. Inupuan mo na yung...
Sundalo naman yung nakachat niya. Sundalo. Swerte nga niya.
Oh,
Isa ako dito klase.
sundalo? Maganda.
Sundalo, palipat niya.
Iyo po kami.
Sa Amerika.
O, palipat-lipat yan sila. Kasi, saan yung na-assign?
Oo, doon.
Doon sila.
Gaya ba ng anak?
Pero may sarili din silang babae.
May tao talaga. Gaya ng anak ko.
Ganyan na lang gang, Amerikano gang, huwag ka ng Pilipino gang, masasabay mo. Masaway. Hindi ko nga nagano nakatulong eh, no? Kakainis. O ako, bata pa lang ngayon eh, Amerikano na ako. Bitaw.
Gusto sa una bitaw.
Sa una ba, nahadlok man ko ato mi. Hadlok man ko. Oo, dagana dong.
Isa man yung sa...
Ang dagana lagi. Bubuntot-buntot sa ako, good. Oo, sa una. Sayang lagi. Ito pa ko sa Angeles katong kuhan,
Naman
katong
kami pinsan nga nakapag-asawa din.
nakapag-asawa sa Amerikano. May pinsan kami nakapag-asawa
Dito man naman ang...
na dito man ko nagbiyaya man ko anak nila sa kanang anak nila dito sa Angeles. Oo, sa Pampanga ba? Marami doon, puro. Tapos ayaw nung mga Amerikano doon, mga babae, kaya nang alok daw. Ay ako daw, hindi raw. Alam mo po na pag inuutusan ako ng amo ko Amerikano, inuutusan ako pagbili ng tinapay. Ang layo dito. Simula yata dito, monumento. Nagbabike ako. Nadas magkukumi kay gidikitan ko, nadas maguko. Oo, nadas, katawan pa ko, walang niya talaga. Katawan pa ko. Nadas maguko, nagbike ko ba niya. Gidikitan ko niya, gilid na ko. Basta, umuko kayo ba, sige kong tanaw niya, kasi sige masig istorya. Kinin ko nga. Ito nga, nangutana siya, asa ko na ko magpuyo. Wala ako gipuyan, ako gipuyan. O ginan, wala akong bahay dito. Saan ako nakatira, pwede ba raw yun? Wala kayo gipuyan dito. Tapos gisundan talaga ako. Doon ako. Doon talaga, tapos binabalik-balikan ako doon. Kailang pinigro. Tapos na yung ano naman, kaibigan ng amo ko, kaibigan ng asawa ng pinsan ko. Yun.
Okay, low feed.
Ano sa akin ba?
Okay na yan?
Niligaw din sa akin. Tapos, nainis din ako doon kasi edit ka kagad eh. Edit ko sa agad eh. Ay, nasakot ako eh. Siyempre, virgin pa ako. Takot ako din.
Si Manang, nadagi ka anak Manang sa... Dire video.
Bahala sila.
I-post naman yun.
Siyempre, virgin pa ako. Di natakot ako. Umiyak nga ako. Sabi ng pinsan ko no, isa yung nakapag-asawa rin ng negro.
Nakalive ka ba?
Hindi, ano lang yung video lang.
Sabi na, sige na lang, sama ka na.
Model ko to eh.
Hindi narinig yung usapan?
Oo, narinig. Sabi niya, sige na,
Okay,
sama ka
low
lang.
feed dito, be. Ay!
Sama raw ako sa date, sama raw ako
Ito ka,
sa
be.
date.
Dito ka muna, be. Dito ka.
Sama raw sa date,
Yan.
kakainin daw
Tapos
muna.
gilid-gilid. Ikot ka. U-turn, yan. Yan. Sige pa.
Takot ako. Ay, bata pa kasi ako noon eh. Ano pa lang ako noon, 20.
Okay, thank you.
Eh, inosente
Model
ko, bata
Pugi.
isip ko si dati yan.
Si Model Pugi.